I found a new booth that I wanted to check out. Hi friends, it's Yvonne. I'm at American Classics where my two booths are. I just got done stocking, so that's great. So I'll show you what it looks like and then we'll go shopping, okay? Alright, so my two booths, there and there. We'll start over here. Got my lunch and my cleaning stuff, the bins. I emptied them out. Everything's in the showcase and the rest of my sushi. No, no fish, just veggies. So last week I put all my Hager on sale, 25% off. So they will make signs for you, but I like to make my own. I don't know why I say it that way. This is actually the first time I've ever had a sale. I usually just take purple tags and mark things down, like add it to the end of a tag and tape it and mark things down. But I decided to try this. We'll see how it goes till the end of the month. Any of this Hager here, and then the Hager in the showcase. Some stuff you guys recognize, right? From watching my Thrift With Me videos. Looks pretty. I need to take everything off and clean the glass. It's been a while. I definitely need to do that. There's the flamingo glasses. Put them in the case. I might mark that Blendo set down. Really what I need to do is put it on eBay. That's a harder color combo to find. It's called Bermuda. That's what we have. I do sell drinkware out of here. Not always super fast, but eventually I'll sell nice expensive sets of drinkware. And let's see, we need to get on top of the jewelry game. I noticed in my email I sold a bunny brooch. There's the bird. Bridal section. All kind of there. I think I'm going to move the mug section to the booth behind me. Nuns, religious items. I sold some kind of little nun doll out of here last week. Multicolor items. Miscellaneous. Okay, more pottery. Miscellaneous. Here's an example of my markdown. I usually just do that. Okay, just letting you guys look. This is not a Michael Harvey. This is a Michael Harvey knockoff. Yeah, Michael Harvey style I put, hence why it's only $12. But it's definitely got that same style. I ordered some little baggies to start putting some things in baggies and quit being so afraid, especially if it's something that's like under $10, $15. Let me come in closer. There. I left 2 ceramic Christmas trees in there. And someone had them call and made me a pretty decent offer, $120 for both of them. So I said yes, because I know I still have 2 more in what I packed in for Christmas bins for next year, and so that was a great deal. I just kind of left them in there because they were special. One of them was from Germany, and okay, anyways, John Perry's getting low, so still selling. I sold one of the long neck dogs for $38. That's about eBay price, but no shipping. I brought in the Van Bergel tulip candlesticks and the Waterford. Some of it's straight up Waterford, some of it is marquee. And then here's kind of like, you know, my throwback for 80s, 90s vibe, Art Deco vibe. This is new, someone made. I just thought it was cool. Metal ribbon art. I don't know why that thing is so interesting to me, but I guess I'm the only one that likes it. I Dream of Jeannie is still here. I brought in the Potosi for Pier 1. I haven't brought in the real high-end Potosi, like the bird lamp. That's over $500. I think I'm going to put it on eBay first. Let me come around the corner and show you something else I did. So that top that I said I'm going to try to sell Renaissance, so I did that. Renaissance Festival swag. Quite a few girls have already looked at this. And then I tried to fill it up, this little area with things that kind of go with it. That Viking culture mug, 28, but that's still a little cheaper than their website. Just things I just thought kind of go with it. I don't know, try to make a little bit of a theme. I'm not really a big theme type person or color coding because I'm just not. I'm just not. I try to pack things in, not so much to where, you know, you can't look at things or you break things, but okay, and I brought those in. And we're going to go ahead and leave them on, see how that goes. Those are the vintage lawn pots that they make lamps out of. I think I have them priced at 58, which is about right. They light bottom and top. We'll see how those go. Otherwise, I'll put them on eBay as well. Okay, I don't know what I was talking about, but let's see. I just sold a vintage Pyrex from here. Anthropology. This is like my designer stuff, or from other places. Like there's Denby, England. Miscellaneous 80s, 90s type stuff. It's miscellaneous stuff. I brought in some more blankets. This one here, nobody claimed it, so I brought it in. Alright, just move stuff around. I'm getting ready to bring in some epic artwork. Actually, not artwork. One is real big, like real big. It's going to take up half of that. And one is about this size of that itinerant art. It's the mirrored cases, that have the shelves. Like a mirrored frame, and then it has the shelves in it. I don't know what else those are called. I should know, but it escapes me right now. I know those will sell. So I'm going to take these down and bring those in. I don't suspect they'll last long. I'll price them, at a fair price. Yes, I know, Pioneer Woman, but some of the pieces sell out of here. I'm pretty picky, but if I get it cheap enough, I gave in because it does sell, helps me pay my rent. Alright, so just miscellaneous stuff. Okay, so these are my two booths, D5 and D19. That's kind of what they look like. Let's see, Becky's booth is in the corner here. There are some people in it as usual, or I'd show you. She keeps hers packed, you guys. Anyways, when I was pushing the cart up, I noticed quite a few new dealers, so let's go take a look. Let's see what's going on with my friends behind me, because I spotted this. Look at this table. Oh my goodness. That is fantastic. She goes to Europe a lot. French Boulay style inlaid wood table with gilt ormolu mount, $6.97 as is. I'm not sure what the as is part is, but $6.97 seems like a good price. That is fantastic. Alright, she always has great stuff. Still got a little bit of raku left. She must have sold some because I don't see as much. That's new. That's interesting. Oh, it's a quilted little pillow. How cool is that? $15. Wow. There's some cinnabar, right? Yeah, cinnabar, oriental dish, 27. That's pretty. It's a little Yadro piece. I think that's a newer one or a collab. 25. I just sold 2 pieces of Yadro last week. I brought it in. It lasted 2 days. They were older, not quite as desirable, like ladies and mermaids and whatnot. They were a little girl giving ducks a bath and then 3 geese. And so I priced them accordingly. eBay prices, about 30, and they both sold. So I know at first glance you might think Yadro, $30, but checking comps, that's kind of where we're at, unless, like I said, it's the ladies or mermaids or something like that. Okay, we're going to go around the corner. I'm going to eat my sushi as I'm walking up to drop off my cart, and then we'll go look around some more. There's something I want to show you on the way. Alright, we just passed my booth again. Let me turn around real slowly. Slowly. Those are mine too. I'm so happy. This person left. I'm not happy because they left, but what's coming in is the clock guy. He has the big booth there that we have stood in before, and it's so mesmerizing. He's taking this and expanding. I'm so happy about that. That's a good neighbor to have, you know what I mean? Because although they're super cool, you know, a lot of people tend to just kind of look the other ways. You know, they're like, oh, clocks, that's cool. They're beautiful. And then, you know, it's not a booth where they have to kind of go in and look around. This lady here is super nice. I'll let you guys look at some of her stuff, but there's something in particular I want to talk about. And we're going to give a shout out to Fran. Fran is often in the comment section. I don't know if she's in the chat section. Look at this. Made into a water flask. Water bag. $65. Oh, those are cute. Giving me Holt Howard vibes, but I don't know if they are. Sadler, England. It might be Sadler, since it's English. I don't know. But, you know, we know the brand. Okay, some cute little bunnies and things. Oh, that is fun. $23. I never even saw one of those. Of course, I don't eat that kind of stuff anymore, but I remember I was just a little kid when they first started a McDonald's in this little country town we lived in for a few years. Yeah, Mom and Dad wanted to do farm life, so we did that for a few years. And they opened up the first McDonald's, and to draw attention to it, you could bring your kids in, and if they could recite the slogan, they could have their first free Big Mac. And it goes like this: 2 all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, pickles, something something on the sesame seed bun. Okay, something like that. You'd think I would never forget that. We practiced so hard. You know, we're little kids and we're taking it so serious. Like, oh, 2 all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, pickles, cheese on a sesame seed bun. Yeah, that's it. Huh. Alright, now, I'm just waiting for some customers to get done having their fun, and I want to show you something out of this booth. Some little brass or metal, I think it's a metal, pin cushions, high heel pin cushions. Look at that little tiny pixie, $34. Oh my goodness, isn't that so cute? I want to show you something now. Alright, so now we're in the front of her booth. I wanted to talk about this. Now, I can't figure out. Okay, let's just start here. Hudson Bay wool pillow. Now, I tried to see if they made pillows like this or if someone just salvaged a blanket. I didn't see any pillows like that. So it's possible they salvaged a blanket. But the point is, thank you, Fran, again. The point is, Hudson Bay Company has filed for chapter something and closed their Canada stores. Yes, I think that's what she said, and I looked it up at the time. This was last week. This is Becky's booth, you guys. And that stuff is blowing up, like their blankets and things like that. So you resellers, you want to definitely look for that kind of stuff. And go check the comps. You're going to be shocked. I mean, it always was a good pickup, but nothing like what's happening now. Oh my goodness. Becky's glass wall, her Fenton back there. I just talked to some customers in my booth, and she showed me a picture of something she bought from Becky, wanting to know if I could give her an age date on it. She bought an Empress Lotus Bowl, pink carnival, so gorgeous. Oh my gosh. I messaged Becky, but she hasn't answered yet, and they've already moved on. That's a cute mirror that I bypassed. Look at that airplane etching. $98, definitely an antique. Okay, I'm going to put the card up, eat my sushi on the way, put the card up, and show you guys some new vendors that I saw. This is a new vendor here. James Dean and... can't see the crossroad. James Dean D20. You know, that's a nice little, very fine chainmail purse. How much does she want for that? I know it's got damage, but usually do. It's only $29. See, just put the damage in the back if you're doing a wall display. So that makes it a good deal, actually. It's pretty hard to find one that's not in a little bit of, disarray at that age. So a mixture of antique to vintage, a couple of new items, $79 for the saddle purse. See some scarves, some jewelry. This is the kind of booth where they kind of stage, but I don't really do that too often, like I said, because it looks pretty, but it's hard to really get in a lot of stuff. There's some cordays or cordies back in there. I've got two giant wall pockets you might have seen it when I showed off one of my cases a couple minutes ago. So a little bit of everything in here. Old threads, possibly. Oh yeah, they've got the tags on them, so those are older. Yeah, older sewing notions. This is a new vendor. It looks like they're still trying to come in. I think that was mine. I had that and I put it for free. And I think because it looks like it's been refurbished, I think this person might have been the one that took it, and yeah, because it's been refurbished. High possibility, yeah, all this is new. Let me see the back. Yeah, those are new doors, aren't they? Okay, maybe. Anyways, what I really saw was this. I want to see if that's a Nagel. It sure is. It's a print, but $80. Y'all remember those? 80s, 90s? That stuff was popular too. The like picture in a picture. There's a piece of sand art. That's the prettiest one I've ever seen though. 75. Okay, it looks like they're it looks like they're just coming in. Let's go. Let's go around. Hang on. Let me walk slow. This is giving me male vibes. Could be a couple. There's a lot of male energy in here. Okay. What do we have here? Wooden. Is that wall sconce? Oh, and a fish too. Okay, yeah, because Christian fish and the cross. Can't see how much it is. Alright. Let me go find that other couple booths that were new. Hey, Rustic Ranch is looking good. His mom or his wife has a booth here too. So this one's kind of themed. These are pretty popular. It's a pretty big one too, $60. It's pretty too with the ornate. So if you like this kind of stuff, here it is. We have everything here at American Classics. I love it. I love being a vendor here. Alright, working my way to drop off my cart and sit down into the cafe for just like 3 seconds. I have 3 pieces of sushi left. $40 for the Sooner Swan. Just checking the price. I've got one about that size. The blue color on mine is more like a turquoise and green. And I'm thinking about keeping it. I bought it for White Swan Christmas. And I'm trying to thin out my collection. Because, I mean, really, I went pretty crazy and got a little stupid. Like, I have too much stuff. What was I thinking? I was just having fun. And I think with being a caretaker, dad, and then dad passed, and I quit my salon business part-time. I was doing that and reselling part-time, to move dad in. I think I was having, I don't know. I might have been doing a little bit of shop therapy. I know I was getting too involved with too many things, too many people, and oh, that's pretty. Hang on. It's carved. Carved female face. Their tags aren't showing though. Anyways, now I'm kind of... Okay, that's only $20. Look at this. Oh my goodness, that seems like a heck of a deal. I would say I would pick that up for one of you guys. $20, that just seems like a great deal. But it's very thin. I would be scared to ship it. You know how I am about that. This is the counterpart to Rustic Ranch, where we just looked at and I said, you know, his wife or his mom has a booth. And to take a peek at this, I've never seen this done before. I mean, I'm sure it has been. I'm just saying I haven't seen it. It's on sale for $75. There's lights in it. It's kind of cool. I even like the extra touch of the pulley. Alright, she has a little bit of everything in this booth. Coffee, sleeper, pee. I like her mug wall. And we have to stop here. The middle of this intersection is a table for when you change your mind. Okay, because I don't have time. All these things I found in my booth that are not mine. I'm not running around looking for all these booths when the people that work here kind of know this place by heart. So let me drop this stuff off and then we'll continue on. Let's check in on this booth. She does hand-painted custom furniture. Last time it was a bunch of mermaids. It looks like this time she has done Alice in Wonderland theme. $5.75. Yeah, Alice in Wonderland, of course. Okay, there's one. Oh, I like the treatment on the legs. Mad Hatter. And let me turn around. There's one more. And then this one's kind of gilded. $2.25. And this booth is new. D7. I'm gonna guess she has called her booth Banana something. Her tags are all banana cutouts. That's a nice bar cart. It's a little nicer than the one in my booth. Mine's older though. 70. I think mine is actually antique. We have some crocheted bananas. Bananas everywhere. There's one that's complete. It's just missing its Lazy Susan. See the pattern on that? Oh, mushrooms. That'll probably sell. 115, all three of them. But with the mushrooms, that's very helpful. A swan vase. Doesn't have a lot in here, but what she does have is interesting. Kind of a Peter Max vibe on that, I'm not sure. Let's see if she knows anything. Vintage Peacock Apollo Coffee Tea Air Pot. Oh. Alright, now we're back in the warehouse. And this is new. Never quite seen this method of operation. Little miniature people. What is happening? Okay. Legos. Please help your child learn to respect property that isn't theirs. Oh, okay. Much more inventory on the way. 100% Lego heirloom quality. Okay. So important collectibles. Lego. Very important. Okay. I know this is a thing. I know it is. And this is a new vendor. Or new stuff. It looks completely different. Kind of little Hollywood Regency or Italian mob life. I don't know, but that is fantastic. Oh, can't keep that kind of stuff clean though, can you? Some mid-century mod stuff. How much is this couch? I just have to know. Chesterfield crushed velvet couch, $12.50. Love it. Love it, love it. It's extra long too. It's like 8 feet long. Charlie's booth, and his wife has one down the row. 40% off, records only. He loves books and records. I ran into Charlie and his friends just the other day. I was out shopping with Karen at the Goodwill. I didn't film because I was visiting with Karen. Oh my goodness, Charlie, those are great. What is that? Inesco? Who is that? Those are great. 1977 Japan. Fitz and Floyd. Oh, I want those. Those are great. Nope. I'm selling stuff, not buying. Anyways, hi Charlie. I'm gonna go check Gail's booth too when I get around that way. One more look at these. That is fantastic. Now this isn't a new booth. This is Bobby's booth. Just while I'm down this aisle, I wanted to check on it. Love her booth. Oh darn, her lights went out. Are they not plugged in? I don't know. Anyways, there's that couch. Oh, I cannot believe someone has not bought that. It's so great. I like her little pillows too. Rocky Mountain Revivals is how you guys might know her on the side chat. Sometimes I like a good tie too to do something different with. That's a pretty one. Oh, hang on. That's nice too. I don't think that was here last time. 210. My mom loves burnt orange. Beautiful. 575. Hi. Alright, moving on. Here's a booth I've never come in. There are a couple booths like this. Oh, they're adorable. Inesco vintage dolls, $30 for the pair. Aren't you cute? Reminds me of my Moon Girls. Set of 3. She's got pretty good prices. Those are cute. They look kind of Germany, don't they? Instead of like Japan. They're adorable. Okay, so a lot of this, I won't know much about cups and saucers. The glass, that's pretty. As a vase. That's a neat display rack. Little doilies, embroidered linens. Okay. Some rustic primitives. $16 for, that's cute, for a jar of vintage rickrack. That's cute. Let's see what happened here. Shadow box picture, $32. Someone kind of put together some Ray Dunn, $45 for the set. That's a good deal. Crystal rattle, could be Waterford maybe. $14. Cute little baby clothes. That's a pretty little nappy dish for $14. Okay, I found it. I just caught it out of the corner of my eye the other day. Wow, now I don't know if this is a new vendor, but it's a new set for sure. This is one of the prettiest ones I've ever seen. It's not just abalone or abalone. Lacquerware inlaid jade stone dresser. $6.99 each. You guys, look at this. Isn't that the prettiest one ever? Deer. Oh my gosh. That's really pretty. $12.49. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 pieces. Wow. That's a pretty big bedroom too. Yeah, some jade and some stone. I've never decorated with an Asian influence, but this is certainly a pretty one. Goodness. Okay, I'm glad I made it back to look at this. Fabulous. And then a big screen too. Are you kidding me? If I could only get one piece, it would be that. The screen. There's no people on it that I can tell. I like that. It's just the cranes or whatever. How much is it? 1200. That's not a thrifty rich price, but I sure do love it. Right, that was fun. I'm glad I found the new booths that I wanted to check out. Alright, I'm going to take one more quick little break. Drink this tea. I've got a little granola bar. Might get me something else too. Alright, you guys. I hope you had a little bit of fun. I will see you on the next video. Bye for now.